Countries around the world were waiting for the Kim-Trump summit to happen with all the potential it might have had to bring about peace. Now that it's canceled, politicians in the U.S. are taking sides over the decision, and leaders in other countries have expressed regret as well. Cha Sang-mi tells us more.
The international community was rocked by the cancellation of what would have been a historic summit. Within the United States, there were mixed responses within Congress. Most Republican lawmakers approved of President Trump's decision, with some saying the meeting would have been treacherous if it had gone ahead. House Speaker Paul Ryan said shortly after the announcement that North Korea must show more commitment to a peaceful resolution, and the maximum pressure campaign must continue. Democrats criticized President Trump for making a, quote, amateur decision that shows his lack of preparedness for the meeting. The Pentagon said it's fully prepared to respond to any provocative actions from the North. The director of the U.S. Joint Staff, Lieutenant General Kenneth McKenzie, said that if any provocations came from Pyongyang, the U.S. would work with its allies to confront them. Meanwhile, world leaders are voicing their disappointment. Singapore, which would have hosted the Kim-Trump talks, said it regrets the U.S. decision. The country's foreign ministry hoped for continued efforts to find lasting peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. Russian President Vladimir Putin said he regretted Trump's decision and claimed North Korea had been keeping its promises. In speaking at a joint press conference with Putin in St. Petersburg, French President Emmanuel Macron said he hoped the announcement would just be a small event in the bigger long-term picture. The British government said it was disappointed the summit would no longer go ahead. A spokesperson for Prime Minister Theresa May also called for the complete denuclearization on the Korean peninsula, and the UK will continue to work with its international partners until it's achieved. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres also expressed deep disappointment and urged all parties to continue dialogue for the peace and denuclearization on the Korean peninsula. The Japanese government had a somewhat different stance. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshihide Suga at a press conference showed understanding of the cancellation as he pledged to continue to put pressure on Pyongyang until it gives up its nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, North Korea's closest neighbor, China, is yet to respond. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.